It's telling me I'm live. Shall I believe it? Or once again, is this going to be a replay of yesterday? This is attempt number 2 for tonight. The first attempt didn't seem to work. I hope I don't start to get people coming into the old one. I'm going to have to take it down. Maybe there's something, maybe I'm not online. I don't know.
Hey everybody, today is
I don't know. I just wanted to see if I was online, so I pulled another video, but nothing's happening yet again. So either the notifications are not going out, or the video is not live indeed, or my router is playing games again, but I'm not aware of it. Let me see if I can get online, and that will tell me. Let's see. Let's do this. I don't know. Oh, this nonsense. There's still nobody here. There is something wrong. 2 days in a row, I don't know what's going on. I really haven't the slightest idea what's going on. This is craziness. Okay, I'm getting annoyed. Am I allowed to get annoyed? I am getting annoyed. Wow. Be sure. I'm on over 2 minutes and there's not a soul here. Something is very, very wrong. Okay. I don't know, YouTube world. Let me just go to this and see what's happening. Now there are people who have gone to the old one. Nobody came on for well over 2 minutes and I ended the old one. And now people are going on to the old one. Okay. This is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. What is going on? I'm so frustrated. All right, let me see if I can write a comment. It's not letting me write a comment. Oh, come on. This is just nuts. It's now 3 minutes and 14 seconds and I'm sitting here talking to myself. They're going to have to put me away. Somebody join me so that I'm not deemed totally crazy. I have a few people having gotten into the first one that I can't even access to write a message. Duh. This is so frustrating. I cannot tell you. It is enormously frustrating. No notifications. I wonder what it takes now to get notifications. Okay, there's still nobody here, folks. It's now 4 minutes and 20 seconds, and I'm sitting here talking to myself. People have been carted away for less. Please, somebody join me. I'm lonely. I miss all my buddies. Nobody wants to play with me today. I suspect that something is going on either with my router or with YouTube, and I'm not sure which one it is. Look at this. The reason I'm sitting here is that yesterday people started to come on after I was on here for about 5 minutes. But last night I had 2 people who had joined me, so at least I knew that something was going on that was positive. This is totally nuts. I mean, this is really totally nuts. Oh. Ah, somebody's here. I'm not all by myself. Good. I was beginning to think that YouTube just didn't like me anymore. They just didn't want to put my lives out. This is my second attempt tonight, and I got off the first one after a few minutes because nobody was there, but maybe that was a mistake. So I don't know. Oh, okay. It's so wonderful. I learned so much from all of the people who come to watch me. It's amazing. As much as some of you think that you learn from me, I feel as if I learned so much from you, and it's really so helpful. Hi, Margaret. I'm glad you made it in. How am I feeling? I'm still in a lot of pain today. I really am. Um, oh wow, there were 2 people here and now just one. I am not doing badly, but I'm in a lot of pain. I don't know whether it's from the physical therapy yesterday or whether it's from the change in the weather here. So I'm not sure. And I'm going to have to kind of let it play out. I'm going to pray that whatever change there is supposed to be with the weather comes through, does what it needs to do, and then leaves, and that the pain can stop. On the plus side, however, yeah, it could be. On the plus side, however, I have been sleeping on my bed for the last few nights, and that's a gift. Because ever since I came home from the hospital, I have been sleeping on this chair most of the time. That's for 4 months. That's a long time to sleep on a recliner chair. And at its best, I mean, this is the most comfortable recliner chair I've ever been in. But even with that as a given, it's nowhere near as comfortable as sleeping on a bed. And I can now lift my leg with my hands to get onto the bed without using the leg lifter. That's a plus too. So that's something I really have to be happy about. And I feel as if there are so many things that are good, but when I find it difficult to walk, and it just scares me because I want to keep moving forward. I just want to keep getting better. I want to be able to get back to work, and I want to be able to get back to my life, so that it's functioning and so that I can survive. Because otherwise, I'm headed down a road that's really too scary to contemplate. So I'm hoping that, yeah, I do hope so. I think probably there is a good chance because it's been looking better for much of the time. So all of that is good. I'm not going to complain about it. And I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be able to experience the things that I am doing. And I do keep busy. I sometimes, though, keep busy with things that I shouldn't be keeping busy with. I really need to do more productive things. I need to keep doing the things at home that I was doing to get this house in some semblance of order. And it's harder now because, yeah, right. No notification. That's so frustrating. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much, sis. I really appreciate it. I just don't know why the notifications are not going out. It's enormously frustrating for me. And I don't know what to do about it. This was my second try tonight. I don't know what's changing about it. I don't know if there's something I need to do to change it, or if YouTube is going through some growing pains. I just don't know. So I'll have to kind of let it play out. and see what happens. If any of you figure it out, please, by all means, let me know. Hi, Linda. Great to see you. I'm hoping that it gets better. I'm hoping that the notifications start to go out again, because otherwise I'm sitting here talking to myself. You know what it is? I think that nobody's getting notifications. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know how to, I wonder, I don't know if I should do the premiere thing to say, hey, I'm going to be on at a certain time. The problem is I don't typically know exactly what time I'm going to make it on here. I would have loved to be on here a little bit earlier tonight, but I needed to sit down and pay some bills. So I was doing that earlier, and I just had to get it done. So it delayed me just a little bit. And then I had actually dozed off a little bit earlier. And when I woke up, it was like, what time is it? So you didn't get a notification. I don't know what I can do, if anything, to get those notifications going out there. You didn't get a notification either. So how did you find me then if no notification went out? Did you did the video just pop up in your suggested videos, or because you're subscribed to me? I'm not quite sure. I'm doing all the same things that I've always done. So I'm not sure. Yeah, it just came through that way. I don't know. I don't know how to check with YouTube to find out. You know something? I have a group that I belong to. I'll check with them tomorrow and see. Oh, thanks, Linda. Oh, you were scrolling through. Okay. I think once again, what I need to do is just check with the group and see if anybody else has been experiencing the same thing. Oh, that's so nice. It really is so nice. That's nice to hear. By the way, does anybody like today's lipstick? Because it's a little bit different. I was playing with something a little bit different, and I thought it was a little bit fun. So let me know what you think. It's kind of a mixture of a few colors. I had I had pizza again for lunch. It's really bad. I'm one of those people who, if I stay away from, oh, do you, Sandy? I need to stay away from things. I hadn't had pizza in a very long time, and then one day I got a slice of pizza. Now I tend to think in terms of pizza sometimes. So I went to see my client today. Oh, thanks a lot. Yeah, I love blue. I love the jewel colors on me. The jewel tones tend to work well. You had pizza tonight? I really am enjoying pizza, I guess, because I didn't have it for a long time. However, that being said, I only got one slice, and he put it in a white paper bag on a plate, a paper plate, as they tend to do here. I don't know if they do it that way everywhere, but they do it here. And by the time I drove home, and by the time I got home, the bag got smashed because my handbag fell over and landed on it, and there was so much grease on the bag that I said to myself, this is not a good thing to be eating. It's really not. But I ate it anyway to the last drop. But when I finished it, my lipstick was off. And I didn't, I had some lipstick in my handbag that I guess had been on there for a while in there. And I hadn't, oh, hi, Simone. Oh, thanks a lot. I hadn't used it in a while. So I decided to play with the colors that I had in my handbag, and they were a little bit different, from what in the same range that I've been going with lately, since I've been going with the stronger. You pack a slice of pizza with a paper napkin. Yeah, I really wanted to tap it off with a paper napkin before I ate it, but the bag kind of did it for me. Unfortunately, I also lost a little bit of the cheese that got stuck to the bag, but that's not too terrible for me either. So I just wanted to show you what I was playing with in the lipstick department tonight. This is, I had bought this a while ago. I think this is, oh, it's Maybelline, son of a gun. Maybelline, the first color is called Spicy Sangria. It's number 130, and you meant to pat it. I know. Yeah, I actually, that's what I typically do is I pat it off. Oh, you see, you can't see it. It looks orangey here, but it's not. It's a brownish color. It's really coming off as an orange in this light. It's not. It's really in the brown family. The smell. I love the smell of this stuff. I really just love it. I love wearing lipsticks that smell good. I don't know how you feel about it. And then this other one that I had bought at the same time back then, also Maybelline, is called Arousing Orange, and it's 080 is the number. And it's a real orange color. I just used that one in the middle. Oh God, it smells delicious. It smells like food. Everything comes back to food with me. And the third color that I used a little bit of is a Revlon color, and it's 205. It's called Champagne on Ice. And that I used in the middle. And again, the colors are not showing anything like their true colors. I'll have to show it in another video in my typical light. You fell off the wagon today. Lemon cheesecake. Oh, it sounds good. It's half gone. I have to tell you, I was thinking about it today because I finished the lemon meringue pie today. Now, I really shouldn't have bought it, and I ate the entire pie. However, I bought it, I don't remember, was it 5 or 6 days ago? So I had it over that period of time. So while it was not good for me to do, it was not as bad as it would have been if I were Linda, for example, because when I had gotten them the lemon meringue pie for the Christmas party, she had polished it off by the next morning, and not too much of it was gone at the party. So she ate, I would say at least 3/4 of a pie in one day. I think I'd throw up. I really don't think I could do it. Tonight, I just had a tiny little piece left, you know, but it was so bloody good. It was just so bloody good. And it really satisfied that urge to kind of go back to Grandma's wonderful, wonderful lemon meringue pie. It was so good. It really was so good. I love that stuff. So today was not as productive as a day as that I had hoped that it would be, unless I can make something happen with this listing that I am sharing with somebody at my office, and we do have a buyer for it. So I'm hoping we can make something happen, but it'll be difficult because we'll see if we can put it together. It would really be great if we could, and it would take a little bit of the pressure off because it would buy me a little bit more time until the next thing that has to happen. And so I've got my fingers and toes crossed on that. How was everybody else's day today? Did you have a good day? And how is the weather in your neck of the woods? I know that we were supposed to have snow coming overnight tonight, so I'm hoping not. I still haven't gone down to the basement to check on my boot situation, but I really have to do that. I've got to make sure that I have boots so I don't kill myself if it does snow. Either that or else I'm going to be relegated to the house until it stops. Oh, hi, Myra. Oh, thanks. I love that. snow and ice there. Yeah, I really do love that jacket, and I have the exact same jacket as the pink one, pretty much in this color blue. I had gotten it a few years ago, a number of years ago, I don't remember how many, at, I think it was, I'm pretty sure, it was either Nordstrom's or Lord & Taylor online. They had it, they had a huge sale. I don't remember what the occasion was, but they had a huge sale. And they had it in several colors. And I couldn't decide whether to get the pink or the blue because they both really appealed to me, so I got both. I have not been sorry though, because it's, I don't know, do they call that a, they don't call that a bomber jacket, do they? It's a very puffy down jacket. It has a wide band at the bottom. I know it was really crazy, but it was a crazy good sale, so it was not a terrible thing at the time. And at the time business was going well, so it was not as bad as it would have been had I tried to do that now. And they actually had it in a charcoal gray also that looked beautiful online, but it's very, very warm and very lightweight, and it has a hood. So if it starts to rain or snow, I'm all, I'm kind of in good shape. So that's definitely helpful. It probably would also help if I would take the umbrella that I keep in the trunk of my car and put it in the car when we have weather that gets bad, because I tend to leave it in the trunk, and that's probably not my best idea ever. I had hoped that I could continue to be walking without my cane, but I was in so much pain today that I really didn't dare to do it. Now, I don't know if you all saw the video that I put out earlier. I know some of you did. I just don't get it with the notifications. I really don't. Does that have anything to do with whether or not you press that bell to get notifications? Do you need to do that? And have you checked, if that's the case, have you checked to see that you have the bell checked? Because I think sometimes when YouTube does their, yes, I think sometimes when YouTube does their house cleaning, they tend to change things around for people. You stayed in all day today? Yeah. Well, that's a good thing. It's productive putting things away. I really, on days that I can't get out, I should be doing that. But I've been really tired a lot lately. I really have. I don't get it. I don't know. I don't know what YouTube is doing or not doing. So I don't know. But I have been less than thrilled with myself because I was on a roll really getting things done here. And then when when I was not feeling well, when I thought I was coming down with that cold, I was exhausted. I guess with all the vitamin C I was taking to fight the cold, it worked, but it left me feeling totally drained. I was walking around, I said for days I felt like I had sleeping sickness. I couldn't stay awake. So I guess I should be grateful that at least I didn't get sick. So that's a good thing. But I don't know, I'm waiting for something really good to happen. I'm looking forward, by the way, to making that video of us and our pets. So again, if there's anybody left who hasn't sent one in who wants to, you didn't get your notification. Yeah, it could be a glitch because again, I had a problem. I don't sleep well at night, Myra. I don't. I don't never sleep more than a couple of hours at a time, sometimes not even that. And I also lately have to get up to go to the bathroom a few times during the night. I'm supposed to drink a lot of water, and they say it's very healthy to drink water at night before you go to sleep. It's something to do. I have high blood pressure, so when to keep the pressure from being high in the morning, they suggest that. And I try not to have it too late, but sometimes I do, and I will have sometimes a cup or two of tea at night. It is very frustrating, but it is what it is. Not only that, but I have to try to get up so quietly, and inevitably it wakes the dogs, who then follow me and often then want to go out themselves. If they want to go out, that is a nightmare for me because that means I have to wait until they're ready to come in. Otherwise, if I fall asleep again, they'll be out there for hours. Okay, let me see the rest of it. Hi, Kathy. Can the wig be styled differently, pulled back? Your face is small. This one, if your face is small, Sandy, this one has a lot of hair. You might want to go for one of the ones that has a little bit less. What's that other one that I like so much? I mean, look, I can definitely I can pull it back. I can leave it just with tendrils, but then you're not going to have this whole feeling of the hair. There are other styles that have this kind of a look also with a lot less hair. Ellen Villa had some really pretty ones. And I'm going to look up a few of them for you. I'll look them up tomorrow and I'll give you the names of several of them, and maybe I'll link to it to show you what they look like. Where am I going to link to it from? I'll find a way to get you the information and of other wigs that I think you might like, because this one has a lot of hair. It does. It has much more hair than most of my others. Try to think of the one that I really like a lot. It's a very loose, kind of a beachy wave. I have to tell you, I think my greatest frustration is not being able to add to the wig collection. It really is, because I see so many styles that I love now that are really terrific looking. So it would be great. It would be really great to have some of those to add, as I say. Yeah, I do. I agree. I think this one is, and this, I love wearing it. I just love wearing it. And even if it is very windy out, doesn't blow around a lot because it's weighty. It's not weighty in that it's uncomfortably heavy. It's not at all. But it's weighty enough that it's not flyaway. I had, what was that other one? The Gabor that I hated in the beginning. Yeah, I'll definitely check it out. It's, I'm trying to think if the Mina, wait a second. I have my phone here. Let me see if I can just quick pull up a couple of styles. Oops. I think I had it right on here someplace. Okay. Just bear with me for a minute. Let me see. Do you like this length? Do you like a little bit longer? Do you like a little bit shorter? Because are you familiar with, it's kind of a little bit looser, closer to the face. Let me try to show it to you. This is Julianne by John Renault.
Julianne by John Renault has been my go-to for that everyday look. Since my own
Kind of
hair
a
is
pretty
similar
look.
to this style, it makes it easy to transition without anybody knowing it's a wig.
I don't want to do,
The
you know,
special
I don't want
features
to,
include
oh,
its
wait a minute,
100%
forget it.
hand-tied cap.
I
This
forgot.
makes it so...
This one's hand-tied, so it's more expensive. Forget it. I'll find some for you tomorrow. I'll definitely work on that. And there are some that I have that I think you might like a lot. I was really surprised by how much I liked some of them that I had gotten when I got them, because I didn't think I'd be as happy with them as I was. So yeah, definitely at 3 a.m. Yeah, I wake up at 3 a.m. a lot. Yeah. But for me, I mean, it can be 3 a.m. and then it can be 5 a.m. and then it's 7. And I used to force myself to get out of bed, but I'm tired. I'm really tired, and that's actually probably has a lot to do with why I'm tired, because I'm not getting good sleep. I'm not getting solid sleep. And also because of the pain, there are not all that many positions that I can be in during the night that are comfortable for me. I can be on my left side a little bit. Um, so um, I'm sorry, I just got a message from Sandy Jaffe. I guess she was just looking at the video earlier, and there was a message from her. Oh, God, I'm doing it again. I've never, ever been this fragmented. That's exactly what happens to me, Kathy. That's exactly what happens. I can fall asleep in the chair, no problem. Yeah, Julianne is a very, very pretty style, Sandy. I like it, but it's expensive. I didn't, and of course, if you do want to get it, I would recommend that you wait for a sale, because they run the 30% off sales all the time. And, so you can do a whole lot better on them than whatever the price is. So I had gotten a notification the other day from wigs.com, and they had a 1-day sale. And I did have a couple of things sitting in my cart, but I couldn't. I just couldn't do it. In the end, I just couldn't do it. I couldn't have another bill coming in. So I will wait until things get better or something else changes, and do it the right way. But yeah, that's one of the ones I like a lot. I think I'm trying to remember if it's Mina that I like. I also like Harper, and there are two of them that are Henry Margot that I like a lot. And there's one that I have, it's a Gabor, and I can't think of what it's called. So I'll figure that out, and I will get back to you on that. But yeah, I think this one has been one of my all-time favorites, as it turns out. And it really does remind me very much of glamorous old Hollywood in its heyday, the days of Marilyn Monroe, really, when the platinum blonde was like, wow. So much easier now to be platinum blonde. You just plop it on your head. Julianne is John Renault. Yeah, John Renault. And John Renault makes a great wig, but it's hand tied. So it's going to be a great wig. It's going to be wonderful, but as I say, it's a little bit on the pricey side. Yeah, I'll definitely come up with more. Sandy was saying to me that I held up the boot in one of the videos, and she thought maybe that's where it was, but that was the single boot. I have two single boots, And as I say, it is very possible that the companion boot is under the bed, but I can't reach under the bed and I can't bend down. I can't get on my knees at all. So there's no way I can get down on the floor to find it. So that's going to have to wait for somebody else who's available at some point. Oh, hi. Hi, Sandy. Yeah, no, that one was my single boot. Yes. Yes. Very much so. Yeah. So, yeah, definitely good. Oh, what I started to say before was if anybody else is left wanting to send me a picture of their pet, please do it because in the next, oh, thanks. In the next couple of days, I'm going to be getting that video out. So, yeah, yeah, Sandy found us. It took a little while. Are you feeling better, Sandy? I know getting over a stomach bug is not fun. You were tracking a boot. You were tracking a boot. Uh, yeah, I'm gonna have to find it. I do have a pair of white ones. Rig up a mirror to look under the bed. Maybe I could. I wonder if I could. That's a good idea. You come up with such great ideas. Yeah, I have to. What? What is much better, Sandy? Oh, you're feeling much better. Oh, good. I'm glad. Um, yeah, no, I think that's a wonderful idea if I can figure out how to do that with the mirror to see if it's there. But I do have a pair of white ones somewhere. I'm just hoping I didn't put them all in that case. That suction case where you could store a lot of stuff. Because that entire case seems to be missing. I'm sure it's here somewhere. I just don't have a single clue where. So I'm going to have to try to find out because winter is here and we are bound to have some snow sooner rather than later. So I need to be prepared for it. And I would be very happy to just run away from the rotten weather because I detest it. And I truly can't do the cold anymore. It's just too much for me. I get really chilled so easily. So thank goodness for those. He has sleep apnea. That's funny. I don't think that I could probably do that because the longer you're away from it, you know, the way one does real estate and the way one takes the test are two entirely different things. So I don't think I could do that. I mean, there are possibly other things that I could do, but I don't know. I would have to have people who are willing to hire me for it, pay me for it, and all of that. And I've gotta figure something out, and I've got to figure it out soon because I need to. I really need to have some other source of income to, you know, kind of help out. That's fabulous. Yeah, that would be a real treat. That would just be a real treat. As I stand there looking like Frankenstein when I try to move. Da 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 da. That's me. Pole dancing, one leg around the pole, right? The other one with my leg lifter. I haven't done anything to encourage any of these guys lately. I've been sloughing off. Um, the guy who told me to call him and I didn't call him, I don't know if he was annoyed or I just read it that he was annoyed, but he told me if I was ever interested in meeting him, that I should call him. So I have to do that. I'm su- I'm supposed to do Linda's makeup tomorrow. Oh, I do. I crack up. I'm supposed to do it tomorrow. Yeah. I'm supposed to do it tomorrow, but if it does snow, she's not going to come over. If my leg is killing me, I'm not going to have her come over. It kind of depends on how I feel tomorrow and what the weather does tonight. So we'll see, but there's so much that has to get done. There is so much and so many things to figure out, and doing it under duress is not good. It's really nice if you have time to kind of figure out what road that you need to take. The email bounced? Where did you email it to, Paula? That's odd. Did you email it to growingolderwithstyle at gmail.com? Where did you email it to? Because I really want to make sure that I have everybody's pets in there who wants to be included. We have some adorable um, little and not so little guys and gals in there. So I think it's going to be fun. I think I'm going to dedicate it to my Cagney. Yeah, was it to the Growing Older with Style? Oh yeah, yeah. I don't think I'm familiar with her, Sandy. She calls herself Plain Jane? Okay. I guess that actually that's a clever name for a channel because I guess it's just Jane, just about Jane. I'll have to check her out. Yep, it is not fun getting over any of these things. And of course, when you are blessed enough to have 3 surgeries in one, that is not fun either. She wears little makeup. Oh, we can change her. We can definitely make a difference. So, there's nothing wrong with you. I think it's wonderful to be able to laugh. That's such a gift. It's such a healing thing, too, to be able to laugh. I'll convert her exactly. I'll work on her, send her my way. We'll get her. Yeah, I think we'll all have to take a visit to Plain Jane's channel. uh, I'm going to take a look and see if I can find her. Just bear with me for a minute. Plain Jane. Oh, is it? Did you say it was a new channel? Well, I'm guessing it's not this plain Jane because this has 3.6. Can't spell style. Wait a minute. Yeah, because this one has 3.6 million views, so I'm guessing that's not it. Okay, apparently plain Jane is a very common thing on, oh, I guess plain Jane is a song. Go no. Shows you how much I know. All right, I can't find it. I'm gonna have to look for it some other time when I'm not here entertaining you. Oh dear. So, anything specific anybody wants to talk about? When your granddaughter couldn't keep her snow gloves. Okay, am I missing something? I'm not sure what that means about the snow gloves. What I remember when I was a little kid, I remember my mother always putting something on the gloves so that there was like a thin thing that connected the two gloves, and they would go through the sleeves of my coat so that they were attached in essence, so you couldn't lose your gloves. That's really a clever thing, actually. I wonder whatever happened to that. I lose gloves all the time. I really do. I have loads of one glove and one sock. Oh, mittens. Yeah, really. Oh, hi, Melissa. I didn't see you there. Um, yeah, that was really such a good thing to have that. You could not lose your gloves, or it would have been hard to anyway. I have, hi, Deb. The eye bags, I have to give a lot of credit to the B vitamins. I really do. I take a multivitamin. I take 2 a day, and they are high in B12. They're high in the B vitamins, but especially B12. And it really seems to have made a difference. That, in addition to, I do use, I use that Emisam hyaluronic eye cream on it. And I use, I use the Clarins. Now, I used to use the Nivea on it, and the Nivea worked incredibly well for me. I still have the Nivea, and I actually have one unused tube of it. But I hesitate to use it because I can't tell you all about it because it's no longer available. They're no longer making it. And why they always stop making the things that work the best is beyond me. I mean, my bags are definitely there. I mean, they definitely are there. And what I do, what I use on it seems to work relatively well for me. I should have brought down, no, it wasn't Nivea eye cream. It was the Nivea firming and smoothing or something like that it was called. I actually had taken a picture of it. Somebody had asked about it recently, so I took a picture of my tube. I don't know if it's on this phone or the other phone, I'm not sure. Here it is. This is what it is. That's the Nivea. And as I say, I still have it. I still could use it. But I feel like if I do, then what do I tell you? The thing that was so great about this was the CoQ10 and the L-carnitine. And it was a concentrated serum. It really, really helped a lot. However, to disguise the bags, what has really been working well for me, and I just, I got, you use that on your marionette lines. Me too. Me too. And I always used it on my chin and over here. Oh, thanks a lot. I love the lipstick. I absolutely love it. It is not one lipstick. This is 3 different lipsticks that I'm wearing. I showed it earlier. I'll show it again really quickly. They're Maybelline. It's Maybelline 130, which is called Spicy Sangria. Oh, thanks, Nona. And Maybelline 080. It's called Arousing Orange. And the other one is Revlon 205, and it is called Champagne on Ice. I use the Sangria, the brown one on the outsides. It's a brownish red-ish Sangria. It's like a Sangria color. And then I put on the Champagne on Ice in the middle, and over that I put the orange, because if I put the orange straight on, it's too strong. So it mitigates it with the pink on it first. And that's the look today. So it's really easy to achieve, and I really like it a lot myself. Oh, I think Kathy was talking about the, wait a minute. Were you talking about the Nivea, Kathy, or were you talking about the Clarins? I thought you were talking about the Nivea. Yeah, and the Nivea did a really great job, but I have to say, these pooches, well, yeah, I mean, to a degree, these were deep, deep dents in my face. I had deep lines all the way down my face. And it was really bad. And when I started to use the Nivea on it, it was great. And of course, when the Nivea was no longer available, it was Mahala. And by the way, has anybody heard from Mahala? Does anybody see Mahala around anybody's channel lately? I'm really concerned about her because I haven't seen her in quite a while. And I actually had sent her an email because I was concerned, and I don't think I've heard back. So I'm really worried about her. I just want to make sure she's okay. But she was the one who told me about the Clarins. Your lips are so dry. The vitamins that I take, believe it or not, I take 1 a day women's, the gummies. The story was that a friend of mine told me, I guess about a couple of years ago, she told me that her doctor told her to take gummy vitamins. I never would have thought to take a gummy vitamin in my life, but since she said it, I went looking for it. You saw Nivea? Well, but Nivea has a lot of products. It's got to be this product. Nivea is not, I mean, they have many, many products. This is the one that works for that. It really is absolutely wonderful. When they stopped making it, there were some people who were hoarding it and selling it on eBay and Amazon and things like that for hundreds of dollars. It was crazy, it was aggravating, and I hate people who take advantage of other people. It's kind of like when there's a blackout and there's a store that is open and they take advantage of people. So now I use the Clarins. the Clarins product that I use, I've got it under all my videos. I have it listed. There's a link to it. I don't remember exactly what it's called. Clarins, oh, it's on the tip of my tongue, but it's under every video, because I absolutely love it. It's a wonderful product and it works well for me. They act exactly. And it's so frustrating when, I thought I had lipstick on my teeth. Yeah, I couldn't figure that one out in my room. I thought you were trying to tell us about UTIs or something, or UFOs or something. I'm not sure what. It's gouging. It really is gouging. And it's really, it tells me a great deal about a person's character. When you want to profit by somebody else's difficulty, I'm not attracted to people like that. So, in any case, yeah, the Clarins is a wonderful product. And this is so infinitely better, I cannot tell you. That's it. That's it. No, not the Nivea. The Beauty Flash Balm is the Clarins. The Nivea is skin firming and smoothing concentrated serum. It's true, she would do really well. Yeah, aren't we all lucky that we benefit from the show? It's always so much fun. But yeah, I really am extremely happy with the Clarins product. It's done a lot for me. I am actually going to get something. I took a look tonight. I was paying bills before I came on here. Yes, absolutely 100% works. Yeah. Yeah, that's what it is. It's just great. I am very, very fortunate that my viewers, as happens to all of us, I'm sure, that our viewers tell us about things that they know about that are really great. And that's how we learn about some of the products that we wind up using as well. But I discovered when I was paying my bills today that I don't owe anything to Amazon at this point. So I feel like I can get this one, this thing. But of course it's that way, Sandy. We all know nothing according to the kids. As they get older, they tend to think that we know a little bit more, except when push comes to shove, they still think we're not so smart. I have no doubt that when I give David advice that he thinks, what does she know? She's old, or she's from a different generation, or whatever it is. And I often say, I mean, when I used to give him advice about real estate, when he really needed it, he didn't listen to me because who was I? I was only his mother. But sometimes they could save themselves a lot of angst if they did listen. Who has honey skin? Is that Sandy who has it? I don't think I know that one. Oh, I started to say also, Deb, I don't know if you're still on, but if you are, for the under eyes, there is this other product. I had even given it away in my giveaway last year. Oh, okay. It's a product from Miraness, as so many of mine are, from Susan. Oh, from Little Poet. No, I don't think he ever did say you were right, Mom. I think maybe he does say it, but maybe he says it to other people, or maybe he doesn't. I have no idea. I think in reality that he does appreciate my input sometimes when he's in the mood, but I think he's going through a little tough time again because I'm not hearing from him again. This is absolutely true, Belle. They don't listen unless it's something that they're interested in. Yeah, yeah, really. I mean, right now though, I mean, I've tried to be in touch with him a couple of times just to kind of send a quick message, but when I'm not hearing back or a couple of days go by and I don't hear anything, I know something's going on. So I'm still waiting for things to get better on that front, but I cannot let myself get bogged down into it because I've got so much on my own plate. I pray for him all the time, but that's all I can do, and hope that it gets better really quickly, whatever it is. When was the last time? Oh, Jesus. Um, yeah, we do. We really do worry when we don't hear from our kids. So I'm very, I'm prayerful about it. So uh, it will get better. I mean, it always does. So it's just a question of time. And probably a little bit, I know, a little bit of my minding my own business. So I'm going to try to do that and be as good a, I know, I have to get a little bit closer in case I need to use my trigger finger. So I await that, the call of the wild. Yes, it is what it is. So, we were talking about something else before that. It is a nice top. I really like this a lot. This is your, oh, um, this top, I liked it. I was attracted to it because of the zippers it has on it. And it's got zippers on the sleeves as well. I actually have this in 3 colors. I got this in the blue, I got it in black, and I got it in green. I bought it several years ago. I don't even remember where I got it, but it was a very long time ago. Honey Skin is made by Honey Organics. I'm not familiar with that. Okay, here we go. Okay, housekeeping is done. Yeah, it's done. The fabric is, I think it's a cotton. I think it's actually a cotton. And it's very comfortable. It's very easy to launder. And as I say, I've had it for a few years. The only part of it that's a little bit annoying sometimes is the zipper on the sleeves. The placket gets a little bent out of shape sometimes, and I have to kind of shape it. But aside from that, I'm very happy with it. And it has served me well. I mean, this one is maybe only a few to several years old because time tends to go by faster than I think lately. But I tend to keep stuff that I like for a long time. So I do like the color. I was saying earlier, Sandy, that for me, I look really good in the jewel tones. Because of my sallow complexion, I really need that kind of strong and striking kind of color. I love blues, greens, purples, hot pink. I love red, I like red when it's the right shade of red. So all those kind of colors that kind of give me more color. And lately I'm wearing lipstick that looks like it's in the reds, and I really never did that before. So I think I probably have you all to thank for that. I'm really happy with the way it is. You know, it's funny. I was watching Nisha earlier with a video she did about her favorites of the year, and I was thinking how beautiful she looks. She always does, but I was thinking how particularly beautiful she looks. Quality. I know. I agree with you. And I actually bought something. Melissa55 had recommended this store on Amazon. And I had bought some things from them. Hi. And I had bought some things that within the first few washings, they started to pill. The quality was not there at all. And I said, I can't do this. I'm not used to those kind of clothes. I would prefer to buy something that is a, better quality that's likely to last me a longer time. So, what I should do is I should work on I've got a Poshmark store, but I haven't really done anything with it because I was so busy with, I kind of set it up right before the surgery and I was so busy with that stuff. Yeah. She has a wonderful personality. She's a lot of fun. She's got a great sense of humor, and just her wonderful accent makes things. Anne Klein, I agree with you. Anne Klein is great. She can kind of laugh at herself. So I always loved when I first started watching her when she first started to do wigs and she would talk about the bitchy waves. It was just so cute. But I was looking at her today and I was thinking, she's just looking particularly beautiful. And of course, I know she's had a little work done. She talks about it and it looks great on her. But she I forgot how old she is. I don't remember now how old, but she's considerably younger. And I thought to myself, she really does look great. But I think a lot of us, for our ages, looking much older, look really good too. So I think it's great. I think the thing is to be that she's 46. She's only 46. She's a baby. Not in her early 40s. No, yeah, but 46. She did turn 50. I don't know. I thought she was around 50, 49 for what, but whatever. Whatever it is, it's still very, very young in my world. So, but to be able to look good at any stage of life is, I think, what I was trying to say about this. We don't have to aspire to look like that because we'll never make it. And many of us never look like that on our best days. So all we can do is be the best us. And as I always say, you have to be the best you because everybody else is taken anyway. So to try to, be a replica of somebody else's, you'll just be a bad carbon copy, to date myself. But yeah, but no question. There are some incredible looking women on YouTube. There really are. Oh, thank you so much. That's so kind. I'm just grateful for. Oh, I don't like any of that stuff either. No, that stuff is not for me. I would never do it. But what I started to tell you, and I was not, I swear to God, I feel like there's lipstick on my teeth. Maybe because it's so dark, or maybe because my mouth is dry. I am going, should I tell you or should I make it a surprise? 20 years ago? Yes, I know. I know that has happened to me too. I Yes. Yes, agreed. I think I think we just have to appreciate what we can do for ourselves, and anything we can do to feel better or make ourselves look better or feel better about ourselves or whatever we're going through or whatever stage of life we're at is a wonderful thing. So I know for me, as I say, when I started my channel and I had no clue what I was doing or why I was doing it, they're well, sure, because a lot of people started really, really young. Oh, oh, okay, that's great. I just got a notification that one of you did get the notification about the video, so that was good. I'm really happy to see that. So at least we know that it's going out to somebody somewhere. Yeah, I was actually 20. I was just 20 when I got married. And I had been seeing him for 5 years, so I felt like I was seeing him forever. So it felt, but in those days, people did that. People got married young. When I think of it now, I mean, at 20 years old, you're still a baby. Your friends had kids by then. Yeah, I know a lot of people did. I remember when I was a young married woman, we lived in this apartment complex. It was 12 buildings, but in our building, there were three young couples, and we all became good friends. And it was just amazing. It was really amazing how young we were, and then to watch each one as they had their children and how things changed and then started moving to houses. Share a photo of my husband. I don't know if it's on this phone or the phone that I'm filming on, so I have no problem sharing a photo of him if it happens to be on this phone. But as I say, I'm not at all sure. I'll know soon enough. Oh, good. Oh, good. Barb got notice also. You dated the mailman for 2 years? I missed the end of that. I'm sure it was funny, Sandy, so I'll come back to it. David does look very much like my husband. Okay, let me see. I think I need to do it. Albums. Do I have favorites? I don't know. It may not be on this. Oh, maybe. It actually may be. Oh, no, those are the modeling pictures. I don't want to be holding everybody up here, so I really have to categorize these things better so it's easier to kind of flip through them because I have so many. Oh, who was the model? Oh, I modeled years ago. Okay, that's my mother. I'm getting closer. Again, I'm not sure. I missed another comment. Yeah, I just I'm not finding it that easily. So it could be on the other phone. Oh, I had shown those pictures, Barb, not all that long ago. I think I showed it one night recently. His brother turned out gay. Yeah, that makes for a difficult marriage. Yep. That happens with some of the nicest guys. All right, here are a few of them. That's funny. You thought Ben was gay. That's, and this is a close-up of that shot. That's me. Yep, that's all me. This was, for, yeah. Yep, back in the day. Linda is supposed to, she's supposed to come tomorrow. It is going to be dependent upon two things. The weather, because if there's snow on the ground, she's not going to drive. She doesn't feel comfortable doing that. Yeah. And if my leg, it depends. It depends upon how my leg feels, because I was in a lot of pain today. So if I'm in a lot of pain tomorrow, I'll put it off and hope that maybe she'll do it next week. So we'll see how it plays out. I need to see. So I told her I would call her in the morning. Oh, she had originally agreed to be filmed, but she's really funny. But I'm going to tell her I'm not doing her makeup unless she... Oh, yeah, thanks. I mean, that was back in the day. Yeah, I modeled and then I acted. And then I came down to reality and I played the role of a wife and mother for a long time. So that was all good. I had been told that in a former incarnation, I was an actress and a singer, I was told, and that I was constantly traveling and leaving people and whatever. And I really came into, from the time, yeah, no, it's fine. I'm perfectly good with it. From the time I was a small child, I used to hear music and I would see it choreographed in my head. And I used to write plays and act in plays from the time I was a little girl. So there was that from the early years. And the funny thing is, I never wanted David to, oh, ignore me. Don't, that was what I was told by a psychic once. So, yeah, it was just, it was a lot of fun. But I didn't want David to get into that particularly, and he wound up getting into it for a period of time as well, on the other side of the camera, in that he directed and produced films. So it was just there. It was just there. And at this stage, I mean, yeah, I have a cousin who's a singer. Told you would be a writer. It's yeah, I mean, I really loved it. I loved the theater. I loved acting. It was part of who I was. It just was. I used to, I can't explain it. It was just so natural to me. Ben Gay's brother is an actor. Been on TV and movies. Yeah. I had been on TV many moons ago when it was live, back in the day, which is going to date me terribly. Sam Jaffe? Really? I am a Leo. Couldn't you guess? What are you, Deb? Oh, here we go again. Hold on a second. It's housekeeping time. A Leo too. Great. Yeah, I know. I can't find it. Where'd it go? I can't find it. I guess I'll have to wait for the next. How do you like that? Look at all of us. I'm the end of July. Here we go. Okay, gone. Yes, absolutely. About Sandy. My Blue Heaven. Who's the boss? Yeah. Really? That's great. There are so many. Oh, do you folks know Ron Rifkin, the actor? He's been in many, many things, and he's been on television shows, and he did that show with Sally. I did it. I did it, Barb. Okay. Well, Ron Rifkin, uh, he he took me to my prom, and I went to his. It wasn't called a prom. I forgot what the heck it was called back in the day. Except in those days, his name wasn't Ron Rifkin. His name was Saul Rifkin, and he changed his name when he got into. I actually met him when he was at NYU, and I was working with the theater group at NYU. So, yeah, so we dated for a while. And the funny thing is, I had gone to see him. He is a wonderful actor. He is absolutely a wonderful actor. He's very, very talented, and yeah, he's had a great career. He really has had a great career. Another friend of mine, I don't know if she still has the same name. We started out together as well. Her name became Paula Shaw, and I saw her very recently in a Hallmark movie, one of those made-for-TV movies, and it was like, oh wow, look at how she's still doing it. That's great. That really is. So yeah, I actually have a picture. I should show you that at one point. Yeah, that again, it's on my other phone. I have a picture of Ron with me at my prom. You would not recognize him. You really would not recognize him because he looked like a baby. He really did. He had this kind of wide-eyed kind of look, but he was a nice guy and always was. So, yeah, it was definitely fun back in the day. Where did everybody go? I think I lost my audience. It's really funny because I had a psychic tell me, you're asleep. Thanks a lot. I always knew I was entertaining Sandy. He passed away. Um, I loved doing it. I really, really loved doing it. You would want to be a stripper, Sandy. Um, I, I, I definitely was very, very happy doing that. No question. There was something else though, and kind of lost it. Yes, that would be cold in New York. Oh, take care, Nona. Great to see you. So glad you were here with us. There was a psychic who had told me that I was going to travel a great deal. This was in later life. Good night, Susan. And that I was going to be famous. And it was going to be because of something I had written. So I thought that was interesting because I took up writing a little bit later in life. I've been writing for a very long time, but I did take it up. Look at this. Yeah, I think it's time. It's starting to get to be that time. I'm YouTube famous. Well, I told you that when I was in the rehab that my doctor had said that to me. She said to me, "Oh, you're famous." And I said, "Not so much, but yeah, I'm YouTube famous." So I think I need a few more people to subscribe to me before I become YouTube famous. I could be YouTube infamous for now. So we'll see how that plays out. But I'm loving the journey. I really am loving the journey. Aw. Go to bed, have a great night's sleep, and we'll see you next time. Yes. Yes. Infamy is not a terrible thing. They're dangerous, psychics. I really have not been to a lot of them, to tell you the truth. I've been to a few. There was one who was an old woman who was incredible, along with 90 Day Fiance. Uh-huh. Yeah, actually, today, you're trying to learn English. Okay. Hello. Today I was watching 2020 on demand, and I was watching the one that they had. Uh-huh. I actually, come to think of it, had been told that there was somebody else in my life. So am I, Melissa, and I'm normal too. So I just know things. I'm intuitive is what I like to say. I just know things before they happen. And sometimes that's a gift and sometimes it's not. So it is what it is. So on that note, I think perhaps we've gone a little, I know I'm a little long in the tooth. Side, yeah, actually, very interestingly, a lot of people have known that I know things. Oh, night, Sandy. So a lot of people have asked me to tell them things over the years, and I really am always reluctant to do that. But I know, oh, I know. And me too. Me too. Yeah. And the funny thing is, yes. Well, I really, Belle, I truly believe that we all have that ability to a lesser or greater degree, depending upon how much, night, Sandy, depending upon how developed it is, and it just is there. My mother was like that, and from what I'm told, her mother before her was too. So maybe it was just something inherited. I don't know. My father used to lovingly refer to my mother as a witch because if my mother said something, she knew. She just knew things. Exactly. It is something you have to learn to use. And yes, and for me, I have always been reluctant to even talk about, I don't even like to talk about it because I have always felt that I would be fearful. That's funny. Yeah. Um, I would be fearful that anything that I said would not be good enough or would somehow be harmful or something um, that would not be good for the other person. So it's hard for me. I've been asked over and over again for many, many, many years to do this. And I've also been told by other people who also are intuitive that they've recognized it in me. But I don't know. And I sometimes think I probably should have used it more because it could also be very helpful to people. I mean, there definitely were times. I mean, when it's helped, I don't want to get into it. I don't want to offend anybody. I just don't want to get into it. So let's leave that alone. On that note, I will say that I have really enjoyed being here with all of you, as I always do. And I will say goodnight because I have to go back and pay the rest of my bills that I didn't get to pay because I needed to come on here. So I will see you soon. I hope it was enjoyable for you. And I will see you soon if you choose to come back. You don't like witches? There are good witches. There are good witches. Take care. Have a good night.